This is Doug Seide of DSeideInsurance.com, and today we're going to talk about the personal umbrella coverage. In today's litigious society, if you have assets to protect, a personal liability umbrella is worth considering. The first thing we should talk about is what is liability. To define liability, it is bodily injury or property damage to another person or property where you're negligent. And a personal umbrella is an excess policy that defends you. The policy is over the underlying policies, which I'll discuss in a few minutes. What it is an extra layer of liability coverage that is purchased in increments of $1 million. So you could have $1 million umbrella, $2 million, $3, $4, or $5 million are common, but we can do $15 million if you need it. Autos, homes, boats, rentals all have usually a package policy, and liability is part of that package. And the umbrella would extend over these underlying policies. And I guess the next important thing is who should have an umbrella. Well, I've got some things to mention about that as well. Number one, people who have assets to protect is number one. A 25-year-old may not have assets to protect, but someone who's trying to save for retirement definitely would be a person that should consider an umbrella. How about youthful drivers in the household? They present enormous exposure for an auto claim. Swim pools, recreational vehicles, personal watercraft. If you have an accident on a lake, it could be a mess. Rental homes. Do you want a pet? If the pet bites somebody, it could be a real bad claim as well. Trampolines in the yard. If you drive a long commute to work, your exposure in the auto is pretty high, and upon an accident, it'd be a great idea to have the umbrella there. Or if you have farmland that's leased, that's another idea for an umbrella. And all these exposures I just mentioned have increased your exposure, so thus an umbrella would be a great idea. Many personal umbrellas cover for libel or slander, and there's usually a self-insured retention or a deductible, in this case of $250. The regular homeowner's policy does not cover these perils. Another suggestion is to read the personal umbrella policy you have, so you know what the exclusions are. Every state has different laws. A couple of the exclusions that are pretty uniform are punitive damages. If the court punishes you with an additional fine, in other words, they're punishing you, it's not covered under the umbrella. Claims against your business. As the old cliche goes, business is business, personal is personal. It's got to be a personal claim to have a personal umbrella to cover it. And intentional acts are also excluded on the umbrella as well. And what does it cost? Well, the premium depends on the number of underlying policies the umbrella is extending to, and how many million you are purchasing. A typical umbrella we see is several $100, $200 to $300 annually. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call or email. And this is Doug Seide with DSeideInsurance.com.